this past Saturday night on a very delayed ESPN main event. 33-year-old Terence Crawford took out his opponent, 34-year-old Kell Brook, in 4 rounds. Crawford retained his WBO World Welterweight title and remained on most Boxing Insider's pound-for-pound list. The week leading into the fight, it was revealed that Terence Crawford's contract with Top Rank expires in October of 2021. In the post-fight interview, after Crawford defeated Brook, both Arum and Crawford stood side to side, and it seemed that maybe Arum was going to try everything in his power to keep Crawford on his team. Arum would change his tune moments later that night.
It's been clear. The names you want are Manny Pacquiao, Errol Spence. How do you make that happen?
Let me tell you something, and I mean this. Spence and Garcia are fighting December 5. If they really want to make a big pay-per-view, I'll put Terence Crawford in with both of them, one at a time, and he beat both of them the same night. He is far and away the best welterweight in the world. He goes back to the great welterweights like Ray Leonard and Tommy Hearns. He would have been competitive with them. The welterweights around now are not competitive with Terence Crawford.
And Bob, you know that what made that era great is that everybody fought everybody, and you were able to make the fights with the heavyweights, Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, twice. Will we see Bud in the ring with Errol Spence in the near future?
Errol Spence will try to avoid Terence Crawford as long as he can because he knows he can't beat Terence Crawford. You saw the performance tonight. I mean, he'll take out Errol Spence in about the same number of rounds like he took out Kell Brook.
Now, we all want to see that fight. I know you want that fight. There was a lot written this week. Where are you, Terence, in terms of your future?
Well, I'm looking to secure a Pacquiao fight. You know, we was close to securing a Pacquiao fight prior to this fight, but being that the COVID, was getting out of hand, the fans couldn't attend the fight, so we had to put a halt to it, and that's when we decided to go with Kell Brook. He was the next available known welterweight that was available to fight, so now we're going to go back to the drawing board and try to revisit that fight with Manny Pacquiao.
Arum talked some real hot talk with Crawford standing by his side, but would later in an interview with The Athletic make it seem that Crawford is a financial drain on Top Rank. This is what Arum said, quote, "The question is, do we want to keep him? I could build a house in Beverly Hills on the money I've lost on him in the last 3 fights." Arum said this, knowing Crawford's contract is up next year in October. This last quote from Arum does not make it seem like he really cares if Crawford stays or goes. On the flip side, CEO of Mayweather Promotions, Leonard Ellerbe, has tweeted in the past week that he feels Terence Crawford is the best fighter in the world. Ellerbe, a smart businessman, is perhaps buttering up Crawford to possibly open up negotiations now before October 2021. Remember, Crawford said to Arum on live TV he wants the Manny Pacquiao fight, or a fight that makes the most sense to him financially. Pacquiao, it seems, is booked until late 2022. The rumor is Mikey Garcia vs. Pacquiao next. Then Pacquiao's contract with PBC is up. Pacquiao then intends to go toe-to-toe versus Conor McGregor. So that still leaves Terence Crawford if he plans to explore his options with PBC, a Shawn Porter fight, a Keith Thurman fight, and of course if he beats Danny Garcia in December, a title unification fight against Errol Spence Jr. That fight against Spence, the number 1 and number 2 ranked welterweights, would draw the huge money Terence Crawford is looking for right now.